skinny, and no matter how much you eat, you still don't gain weight. Here's the truth. Most skinny guys will never bulk up, not because of genetics, but because they're following the wrong blueprint. I did the same thing for years, eating more, training hard, trying everything, and still looking like I don't even lift, until I figured out how muscle growth actually works and why skinny guys stay stuck no matter what they do. And I know you've probably watched videos on this before, but nothing really changed. This won't be one of those videos. Now listen carefully. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you a simple 3-phase system to bulk up fast. But if you miss even one step, you'll keep eating more and still stay skinny. Step 1. Nutrition. Most people think the gym builds muscle. No, it doesn't. In reality, food does. You're not skinny because you train wrong. You're skinny because you're not eating enough. Muscle grows faster in a calorie surplus. That means eating more calories than you burn. And no, you don't need some crazy dirty bulk. Even a small surplus of about 5 to 10% above maintenance is enough to start gaining muscle. Now, the reason skinny guys struggle with this is simple. They usually have a low appetite and a fast metabolism. So even when it feels like you're eating a lot, you're still not eating enough calories. The solution is simple. Make calories easier to consume. For example, drinking 500 calories is way easier than eating 500 calories. That's why shakes and milk help so much. Same idea with calorie density. A handful of nuts has more calories than a full plate of vegetables. A spoon of peanut butter has more calories than a whole apple. So when you're bulking, your job isn't to eat more food, it's to eat more calories. Here are a few easy ways to do that. Drink liquid calories, milk, shakes, smoothies. Add calorie-dense foods, nuts, peanut butter, whole eggs. Add extra calories to meals, olive oil, sauces, cheese. And one trick that helps a lot: eat at the same time every day. When your body expects food, your appetite slowly increases. Now let's talk about protein quickly. A good target is around 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. But if you're still struggling to eat enough calories, don't obsess over protein yet. Calories come first. Now here are 4 mistakes that keep skinny guys stuck. First, dirty bulking. Eating everything in sight just makes you gain fat faster than muscle. Second, trying to eat clean all the time. If every meal is chicken, broccoli, and rice, you'll stay full and undereat. Third, skipping meals. Every missed meal makes the calorie gap bigger. And the fourth mistake is the biggest one: not tracking your calories. Almost everyone says the same thing. I eat a lot, but I still don't gain weight. But when they actually track their food, they realize they're not in a calorie surplus at all. In reality, most people don't actually know how many calories they are eating. But when it comes to tracking, it feels like a headache before they even try. I can relate to that. Like literally, you're not pulling out a scale at Chipotle or every time you are eating outside, but you cannot just estimate and hope. And that makes it the worst place to be on a bulking journey, because that's where progress quietly stalls. To make sure you are consistently gaining weights every week, you must be tracking your food. Step 2, training. But this is where most people get confused. They think they need a perfect workout. They don't. Most people overcomplicate training with fancy exercises and trying new routines every week. You don't need any of that. What actually builds muscle is simple: progressive overload. If you bench 60 kilograms for 8 reps this week, next week you must beat that for 9 reps or 62.5 kilograms. That's it. If your strength keeps going up, your muscles have no choice but to grow. Now, when it comes to structure, keep it simple. Train muscles twice per week. Basically, follow the push-pull leg split. Your muscles stop growing after 48 hours. If you train on Monday and wait a whole week, you're wasting 5 days of growth. Focus on the big compound lifts: squats, bench press, pull-ups, deadlifts. These movements train multiple muscles at once and give you the most growth for your effort. But there are 3 mistakes that slow people down. First, ego lifting. Putting too much weight on the bar and letting your form fall apart. That doesn't build muscle, it just builds injuries. Second, program hopping. Switching workouts every 2 weeks because you think the next one is better. Muscle doesn't grow from variety, it grows from consistent progression. And third, not tracking your lifts. If you're not writing down your weights and reps, you have no idea if you're improving. And if you're not improving, you're not progressing. So the rule is simple: train consistently, track your lifts, focus on getting stronger. Because if your strength is going up, your muscles will too. But even if your diet is perfect and your training is on point, most skinny guys still miss the final step. Step 3. Recovery. Most skinny guys still miss the recovery phase. Because building muscle isn't just about what you do in the gym, it's about how well your body recovers from it. And two things matter most here. First is sleep. If you're sleeping 5 or 6 hours a night, your body simply can't recover fast enough. Less recovery means slower muscle growth. Aim for at least 7 hours. Second, stress. When your stress stays high all the time, your body focuses on survival, not growth, which means worse recovery and slower gains. So keep this step simple. Sleep enough, keep a consistent sleep schedule, and don't skip rest days, because when your nutrition, training, and recovery all work together, that's when your body finally starts building muscle faster. And if you've been skinny for years like I was, I know how frustrating that feels. Here is the bonus for you: the real cheat code: habits. Honestly, the biggest difference isn't some secret workout or some perfect diet, it's habits. The guys who actually build muscle aren't more motivated, they just build better routines. They eat at the same times every day, they drink their shake after training, they make eating enough part of their daily system. So instead of relying on motivation, they make systems that help them in muscle building automatic.